Yeah. Now I will share the entire screen, which you can get, right? So your entire screen, take this, share. Yeah, it has been shared. Now I'll go to the Android Studio, right? And everyone can view this. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, see, initially it will be like this, right? Uh, just a minute. Yeah. So initially no code will be there. So main activity it will open like this. First thing what you have to do while doing an app code. See, the first thing is like this here. Whenever we are doing an app, first thing we should watch what are the inbuilts we are using from an phone memory. So in our particular app, we are using two particular things as an infield or a inbuilt components of a phone. That is, one is a camera and another one is a storage memory which we have used. For that, what actually we have to do? First, we have to take a permission from the user, and so that permissions, how we are going to ask from the phone device, that you have to add up. So this is the first step which we have to do. So for that, what we are going to do is just I'll go here and you can see the Mindfest, right? In a Mindfest, Android Mindfest.xml. So this is an XML which will have overall your project, whatever is there, and that overall project will be connected to your phone. So that this is a Manifest XML which will be related to entire your particular project. So now here you can see the first thing what you have to do, that is very much important. The default things always it will be like this. And you have to add up. This is a one which had add up as a new thing, that is users feature. So what users feature I want? I want a users feature of the Android dot hardware. Once users feature, if you type, automatically it will come, and automatically Android colon name will come. So there, Android dot hardware dot what hardware you want? I want a camera. Don't worry about a strike off there. So it is depreciated in this version, but you can use the camera, not another thing. And required, what required, it is true. I'm telling here only. I'm not asking the user whether I can do it or not at the stage of opening of an app. If you want to do like that, then you have to take the other option from a user. Then you have to make a code in your main activity stating like that, either I can take a permission, means permission is allowed or not. Using a toast, you have to give that particular thing. But here, directly I have taken it, the permission from a device, that is true. Now, users permission. So what is the users permission here? The another permission I want, that is I want to write something to an external device. So write external storage, whatever is there. For that I want to write, and the version of the storage, whatever is there. I have taken this as a maximum SDK version is 18. That is, it will be written only for the devices of 4 above, Android 4 above. Why? Because after Android 4 above, almost all internal memory will be very large. So means almost all, no one will have an external memory. It means that SD card will not be there. Because of that particular thing, if it is above 18th version of SDK version is there, you can consider the internal storage itself as an external storage. That we are going to take here. So this is a one which we are going to take. And in application, while you are coming, these are the default thing which will be there always. Means until here it's a default. When you create, you can understand this. Until the end of an activity, it will be same. But here, this is the adapt thing which I have did. The adapt thing which I have did is in a provider. What is this provider? This is very much important. What is this provider will make? Means after taking photos and all, where to store? This is when a question arises. Okay, permission is there for you to store, but where actually you want to store? I mean, which path you want to store? So that is in a provider, file provider will tell you that. So in this particular path, you go and store that particular file. So for this, what you have to create before creating this provider, what you have to create is you have to go to the app first and then right click on this particular thing and then go for a new. And here if you go for a new, and XML, if you go, sorry, add resource file, you have to go, sorry, add resource file, you have to go. Once click on add resource file, you have to type the file name. What actually the file name I have typed is a file path here. So this is a file path. Whatever a name you want type. You can type, not a problem here. So and values after typing a file name. For example, now I will tell it's an XYZ. So now I will tell the values, instead of values, I'm going to take it as an XML. Now I will tell OK. If I click OK, automatically the XML file will be created here and I can make a code in that particular XML file. So here, as if already I have created like that one XML file. So to view that particular XML file here, source, yeah, XML file path. So this is the XML file which I have created. I've shown you the step clearly. So after making the user permissions, that is use feature for a camera and use permission for an external storage. Next, what you have to do, you have to make a provider. Before making a provider means where to store that particular image. Before making that, you have to create the paths. For that, I am creating one separate XML file. Yeah, how I am creating a separate XML file? I have told you I have gone to the app, right click on there, resource file. Once if you click on a resource file, automatically a dialog box will be opened there. Instead of values, I have selected a XML and a file name I have given and I have told OK. Once I have told OK, automatically this will come. Now my file name is file underscore path. Now here what I am doing here. So this is one thing. So paths, whatever is there, it will come automatically like this. This will be default. It will come automatically like this. So then here, external path I am adding up. This is one reserved word which is there. So automatically name will come. For that external path, I am giving a name as my images. And the path I am defining. How I am defining a path? In beginning, while showing the app, I have shown you. I got to the Android. In the internal storage, then I gone to the data, then I gone to the com.xml.camera example, their files and their features. Now I am creating this particular path. Now this path will be registered. Now, how to call this XML file in my manifest XML in a provider or a file provider? So that is how question arises. Now, after defining this particular file, what you have to do, you have to go back to your Android manifest file and there provider you have to type. Means I am providing a file path here. So automatically name it will come like this, android.support.v4.content.file for provider you have to take, compulsory you have to take like that. If you keep dot, automatically the things will come. And authorities, the file provider authorities whom I am giving to com.example.android.file provider. So this is a one. Here observe carefully, here it's not a file name. Don't get confusion. com.example.android. For that, I am giving a file provider. Now, export it of that particular file. You want to export that? No, false. I don't want to export. But grant URI permission. True. Yes, I can use a URI permission. Means I can store that file in that particular path wherever I want, and I can copy that and paste that and things and all I can do. And how a metadata I have to define. The The metadata means the path where I am storing the particular file. So name is android.support.file provider paths. All the paths will be there here. So the resource will be at XML. That means you go to the XML, which is file underscore path. There automatically I have defined a path. So it will take this particular path and name for that particular path, and it will store in that particular path. So this is the first step which we have to do in a manifest XML. Any doubt until here, you can ask me. Any doubt?
So the provider provider and
see, provider provider is the one which will provide a path or a particular space in a phone memory. Now, phone memory permissions I have taken. Okay, write permissions I have taken. But where to store? Are you getting? In my phone, assume I'm having 128 GB of memory is there. Am I right? So in that memory, I am having a write permission, but where to store? I should define a path. How the path will be defined? The path will be defined by the provider. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So after this particular thing, what you have to do, now you come back to the design view of our particular this one, means XML. So there, as you know already that the layout, first I will open the main activity. Yeah, this is the one. So you know the default main activity will be there as an always the constraint layout, it will be there, default it will be there. So in this particular app, why can't I try for a linear layout? So for this particular thing, I have taken a linear layout. Nothing here, not extra things, everything I have did. Until here it will be a default. So this layout width, so match the pattern, layout height match the pattern. This regularly I have taken, and this is a one which I have added. So that is the orientation. Let it be a vertical, not the horizontal. That means like this column wise view should be there, not like this particular view. So that you must consider into the thing. This is the only line which I have added up in this particular code, and I have to we have to close this particular thing here. Without closing this, I got a lot of errors in beginning. Why? Because I thought that linear layout is there and ending tag of linear layout is here. Why I should close here? This question arises always. But in initial, I have not given this particular tag here in XML, and lot of errors it has been arised, and I struggled a lot to solve this particular error. Finally, in a Google and all, what actually it's telling that whenever you are putting a new line, you have to close that particular thing. So because of what I have added here, the orientation is equal to vertical, I have to close that. Now, coming to the design view. Once you see the design view, then I will come to the code. You can understand easily. Now, this is the design view, how I have taken the capture image button and display image button. This time what I have did, I have not used the drag and drop method. Directly I gone for a coding. So it made me the easy that there only I can do coding. Why? Because after typing a dot, automatically everything will come here. Button, I start, button means automatically text will come, then Android will come. So I will start with layout. Layout width 250 dp means total width. I have taken height based on a content, whatever is there, automatically it will wraps that particular thing, that button. Now, coming to the next text, what should be there? Capture image. And on click of that button, which function we should call? This is important. Capture image. Now we have not created that capture image function, so always it will be now it is created in my example, but when you are doing it will be not created, it will be marked as a red line here. Don't worry about that. After creating there the function, then automatically that red line will goes off. Layout gravity, central horizontal, means the gravity of entire your layout should be based on a central, means center of the horizontal, that we have taken. Now layout margin top, whatever the top I have defined the name and all, it's 55 dp. So this entire thing is there for a button. So your button will look like this. Now same thing I will copy here. What are the things I will change here is only the text, that is display image for a second button, and then on click I have changed that to the display image. I capital here, you can see this is a name I have given. Whatever name you want you can give, not a problem here. So now I have created two buttons. One button will call the capture image function and another button will call the display image function. Now initially when I am creating a layout, so these things will be marked in a red line. Why? Because in my main activity of Java, I have not created the functions yet. So this is of one particular activity in main.xml. This only I want for a particular sake of now. Now what I have to do? I should go back here. First, what I have did here means first I have taken means default these things will be there. Class main activity extends this, and override this protected on create, it will be there like this. Until here it will be there. Now what I have taken, there I have defined two functions. First define the functions. Don't concentrate on inside. First public void capture image view. This is must, you know that everyone, right? So once if you type a flower brace here, two flower braces will come, one function is created. Afterwards I'll tell you the contents, don't worry about now. Now back here, I made it public void display image view. View is important here, and for that view object I have created. So now then with two flower bases. Now empty functions I had created. You can assume like that, not a problem. Now how I should go through the things first. See, always whenever we are dealing with any images, that first we have to think in your mind. That is, this is the one, that is capture image. So once, okay, I will capture image. After capturing the image, in what format I should store? This is a question arises always. So what I mean to tell you first, before capturing an image, first you have to define the get image file. So what a get image file will do. See here I am telling get image file. Here I am calling that particular function. Now, before this, what actually we will do means how you can capture an image. You can see here, I am creating an intent, that is camera intent. I am creating a new activity. So that is equal to a new intent, that is media store.action image capture. That is whatever a media store is there in your phone, from there action, what action I am doing, capture the image. So once if camera intent dot resolve activity get package manager not equal to null. If it is null, photo is not taken. If it is not null, means if it is not null, it is a true. Am I right? Are you getting what I mean to tell you? So anywhere you are getting a doubt, you can interrupt me, not a problem. See, first I am creating an intent for a camera. That is intent, camera intent is equal to new intent. What? I want to take a photo, right? Media store dot, what action I want to do with that particular camera is in a media store. So what I want to do that? Action, image, capture. Once image has been captured, if camera, I am checking whether image captured or not. Whatever the resolve activity is there, means whatever activity I have did here, I will resolve that activity through package manager. I will resolve that activity and I will check that activity, whether activity is done or not. That is, if it is not equal to null, file, I am defining a variable called as a file, image file is equal to a null initially. I am doing this. Then what I am doing this, try, I am using an track, and maybe the exceptions will arise in this particular thing. Why? Because we are handling the inbuilt devices of an phone. That's why try catch, if you put, it's good here. So image file, whatever a file I have created here, the type of the thing is file here. That means I can store a contents in large here. So image is equal to get image file. Observe now, get image file is a function again. Now we'll come back to this particular get image file here. That is, the return type of that particular function is always a file. Okay, so here throws with an IO exception we are taken. Now I am defining a string timestamp that is new. What is the format I want? I'm using in a simple date format. It's a default, you will get there. Means automatically if you type simple this one, what format I want? I want YYYYY, MM and DD. That is year of 4 digits, month of 2 digits, day of 2 digits, underscore, what time, means you are taking that photo, that is hour, minutes, seconds. So this particular format, whatever date is there, it will be stored in a timestamp. And observe carefully everyone next. String image name. What the image name I want is equal to JPJ starting I want underscore just the name of a file plus timestamp plus next hyphen. Are you getting what I'm telling you? Means whatever a files means photos I will take, that photos each and every file name will start with JPJ plus timestamp plus hyphen, then plus the whatever name you are accessing with that particular file. If you want, you can see this. I think you can see my mobile here. If you couldn't see, tell me, right? So this is a mobile here. File manager, again I'm clicking on that. Folder wise I'm going internal, Android, data. Here as I told you that example, I should go there. Example, camera example, open here, right? Are you seeing? I think I want just a file names. Now observe the file names here. What I have given the file names jpj underscore 2021 0907 underscore. Then the default file name will come. So this is a common thing for each and every file here. You can observe that. So only this thing I have did. There is no rule that you have to do. If you doesn't put this particular format, then only numbers whatever is there here that will come as an file. But the previously what I did some same type of an app that is just I'll show you here only. You can see capture image by camera. This I did. But here what's the mistake here I have did here is you can see JPG underscore everything I have told. But the format of the file I have not defined correctly. You can't view that file. It's not a JPG. Right. So this is a problem arises and I solved in a next thing. Now, why that is very much important, I'll tell you now. See, in a thing, file storage dir, I am creating another one file variable here that is equal to get the external files dir, that is environment dot directory pictures. So whatever files is there, external files, you can get here and store here. File image now is equal to file dot create temp file. Image name, whatever image name, comma, suffix, what you want always, dot jpj. You have to define this. In earlier file, I have not defined dot jpj. Because of that, it's not opening. So storage directory, that means whatever a number is there, automatically that external storage directory number will generate. Now, current image path is equal to, what is this current image path? This is very much important variable which you have to define as in a public, that is string current image path is equal to null. Initially path I am telling null. Now I am defining a path here. You can see image file dot get absolute path. Once if I tell a get absolute path, the path which I have defined in a XML, that path will be taken automatically. So return image file. Finally I am telling. Now my image file is containing a name with whatever I have specified I have, and whatever a name given by the system, it has been taken with the suffix as .jpj, and it will be stored in a default absolute path. From that storage, it will return back the image file. Now that image file will come and store here. If something error occurs in between, the exception will be stored here. Now, if image file not equal to null, means really the image file has been taken out. URI, image URI, I have taken a URI permissions there. You have seen in a XML file. So URI, image URI is equal to file provider, means the whatever a file provider is there, the path you have to define from here. So that is presently this particular activity from here. Authority whom I am giving com.example.android dot file provider. This path is very much important. This path you have to go to manifest file, and from there authority you have to copy. Don't type. If here you come, you copy like this and you paste in this particular main activity. Otherwise maybe error occurs. So camera intent, now you know this is the intent I have created. Camera intent dot put extra, media store dot extra output, that image URI whatever is there, you transfer that, means you link that to your camera intent and start activity for result. That is camera intent image request has been started. That it makes a click finally. So once it has been clicked, assume that it has been stored in your memory, means already it has been stored. Now it has been stored in memory. Okay, in my app only I want to show the stored image. For that I have taken another button called as a display image. So what the contents I have to put in a display image. Now this, when I click a display image, the image should be opened in a second activity to me, means in a second screen. So for that, before going to the display image, what you have to do is go to the app, right click, you come to the new activity. You have to click on a new activity, that is an empty activity, and you have to name that activity here. Especially here, I have named that activity is as a display image activity. So display image I have named it as. Now once the display image activity has been created, then automatically you click on that particular XML file. Right, what a layout you want in that particular second page, that is important. Here see, I have gone for a relative layout. Once if you type relative layout, automatically the tags will be created starting on an end tags, and now you can see this, the patch, everything default here, nothing I have added. Only thing I have added is image view. Why? Because to view an image in a screen, you know that in a beginning activity also I have told you that you have to add an image view. So image view I am adding the layout width match to the image, whatever image is there, based on that fix the width, fix the height. And padding means the padding of boundary to that particular image 4 dp I am giving. Do you know that dp how you have to give? And id of that particular image view I am defining. What is the id? M, here you have to type. If you type means equals, if you give, automatically it will come at plus id. So automatically you can take the name whatever you want, you can give. I have given here m image view, means V, capital letter view. So this is the name I have given. So how the layout will look like? The layout will look like this. This is the image view you can see here. So it is fixed like in a second activity. Then what you have to do? You have to go for a coding. This is important. Means activity of that particular display activity. For your display activity, 1 minute. Where is that? Here, yeah, display image activity. In a display image activity, what I have did, it will come automatically when you make a new thing, sorry, new activity, it will come. So now here I am defining that image view object I am defining, and as usual, you know that within this on create, what I am doing, I am fixing that to the layout of that particular the image view. I'm fixing to the layout what I have taken. That is, image view is equal to find view function we have to use r.id dot name of the image, that is image view you have to select. Now I have made my image view on a layer. Then what you have to do, this is important, to show the image in a bitmap format you have to show. This is a thing you must have in your mind. Now the file whatever is stored in internal phone memory, it will be in a format of zeros and ones. In a class when I am doing a PPT and all binary data extraction, right? So now you are extracting a binary data. So how you are making that as a bitmap? Now bitmap is in a class for that bitmap object you are creating. From bitmap factory, decode the file, get intent dot get string extra from this image path. What is this image path? You know that where actually the file has been stored. From there, you bring that particular file. Image view dot set image bitmap as a bitmap. That is whatever you have brought that binary data, you convert that to the image bitmap and display it with a high resolution. So this is a activity here for displaying an image we have did. Now what I have to do, from main activity I have to call this particular activity. This is a one thing which has been left out. Now go back to the main activity, and there especially here the display image, when this button function is called from the display image button. Now I am creating an intent, to create to call another activity, you must and should create an intent. So intent, and the intent object is equal to new intent. This is a main activity. Which class I am calling? Display image dot class. I am calling, means that particular Java file I am calling. Intent dot put extra. What is the extra thing you want from there? That is image path. Whatever a path has been selected there, you take that and you store in a current path. So start that particular activity. Here current path whatever is there, that I am putting into the image path and I am calling that particular activity. This I have did in the second activity or third activity when I have shown you that how to call the second intent. Very simple. See here, from the main activity I want to pass the image path. Where is image path? My image path is there in this current image path. So that path should be transferred, means I'm sending that path also while calling this particular second activity. That is stored in image path. So from their image path, what it will do, it will take that image path and it will go and it will extract the file and it will display. Start activity intent means the display activity will start here. So this is a thing which I have did, so the final touch up which I have did, and later on I have run this particular activity where you have seen that how it will be goes and takes the thing. Now for your clarification, finally, once the activity has been done, so as I told you that automatically once if you click on a button here to run this, right, your mobile should be attached here. So then your mobile will come here if you are having a developing options. Then if you click on run, automatically Gradle will install and then install will start. So install permission if you give, automatically it will come like this here. Now this is a thing which has been done. Capture image. Capture image. Now you can see the bag there and all. If I click, image has been captured. Right button comes means yes, the image has been stored correctly without any IO exceptions, problems. So image has been stored. Once if I click on a right button. Now I want to see that display means stored image. It will go to that particular path, means second event has been started. It will bring that particular image here, right? So then what you want means physically you want to check a file, you can check in a file manager, how I have shown you, file manager, internal memory, Android. From there data, from there your file name, from there files and pictures. Like that you can do the things. Any doubt is there, you can ask me. Now the activity is open for discussion. Can I stop this? Yes. Back here. Yeah. Any doubts is there, you can ask me. I want you people to do this same thing what I have told and all in same flow. If you do, anyway, I've shown you the full code and all. If you want, I will send a code also. Not in a big issues of different files what I have created here. So if you want, you can create this particular app on your own experience. You'll feel better. That's good enough. Any doubts? ಬೇಗ ಹೇಳ್ರು. So in this particular activity, I have whatever theoretically I taught you that how to store in internal preferences, internal storage, I have shown you, and how an intents will be called, and how built-in components of an phone you can use. That also I have shown you. So how a file provider and all will works, you can observe here. So lot of things which we have discussed theoretically, practically we have made it and I have shown you. And the layouts also I have changed this time. That is a linear and a relative layouts, and I have shown you relative layout is good for always the fragments if you are using. That is an image view. So that's thing. This which I want to show you people. Any doubts is there? No. Now answer your attendance. What is today's date? After third, I have not taken
Eighth.
third. My class ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ವಾ ನಾನು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು? ಹಲೋ, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ವಾ?
Yes, sir.
ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. 6, 7 ಬಿಟ್ರೆ 8 ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಮ್ಸಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡೋದೇ ಬೆಟರ್ ಇತ್ತೇನೋ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಿಮ್ಸಲ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಹಾಕೋದೆ. ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ರೀ ಬಿಮ್ಸ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಮಿನಿಟ್.
ಸರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್? ಎಸ್ ಸರ್. ಸರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಸರ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಸರ್.
ಕೋಡಾ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್,
ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲಿ. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೂ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ, ತಲೆನೋವು ಇರೋಲ್ಲ. ಎಂಟರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್. Subject na. Right. So the last attendance I have entered here in BIMS. Everyone you can see. So third. So up to date I have entered the attendance. Right. So now I am entering the 8th today. After third. This is third. Anaga,
Yes, sir.
Abhilash,
Yes, sir.
Akhil,
Yes, sir.
Akrut,
Yes, sir.
Akshay, Akshay Lala, Anusha, absent. Aravind, absent. Arifullah,
Yes, sir.
Benaka,
Present, sir.
Banu Prakash,
Sir.
Banu Prakash,
Present, sir.
absent ಅಣ್ಣ. ಒಂದು ಮೈಕ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆಯಾ, ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳ್ರೋ.
Present, sir. Voice
Present, sir. Prakash.
ಹಾ, ಭಾರ್ಗವ್,
Yes, sir.
ರಹಮತುಲ್ಲಾ,
Present, sir.
ಚೈತ್ರ,
Present, sir.
ಚಂದನ,
Present, sir.
ಚರಣ್,
Yes, sir.
ದರ್ಶನ್,
Present, sir.
ದೀಕ್ಷಾ,
Yes, sir.
ದಾಕ್ಷಾಯಿನಿ,
Present, sir.
ಕಿಶನ್,
Present, sir.
ಹರ್ಷಿತ್.
Present, sir.
ನಿಂದು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಶಾರ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇದೆ ಹರ್ಷಿತ್, ಬೇಕಾಬಿಟ್ಟಿ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್, ಆಚೆ ಹೋಗೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರೋದು, ಆಮೇಲಿಂದ ನೀನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ಬಂದೆ, ನಾನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿನ್ನ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪಾ. ನೋಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡಿದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಇದು ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ನನಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ನಾಳೆ ದಿನ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಥರ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕಾದ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಹೇಮಲತಾ,
Present, sir.
ಉಮಾ, ಉಮಾ
Present,
absent. ಜಯಂತ್,
Present, sir.
ದಿವ್ಯಾ,
Yes, sir.
ಕೌಶಿಕ್,
Present, sir.
ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ,
Present, sir.
ಲಾವಣ್ಯ, absent.
Sir, mic issue, sir.
ಮನೀಶ್,
Present, sir.
ಮನೋಜ್,
Yes, sir.
ಮೋಹಿತ್,
Yes, sir.
ನಾವಲ್,
Yes, sir.
ನವ್ಯ,
Present, sir.
ನಿಖಿಲ್, absent. ಪಡೀಂದ್ರ,
Present, sir.
ಪವನ್, absent. ಪೂಜಾ,
Present, sir.
ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ, absent. ರಮಣ್,
Present, sir.
ರಮಣ್,
Present, sir.
ರಶ್ಮಿ,
Present, sir.
ರೂಪಕ್,
Present, sir.
Rupak present, sir.
Here, he put in the chat box.
ಸಾಯಿ ಕುಮಾರ್, ಸಾಯಿ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಇವಂದು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ. ಸಮೀರ್
Present, sir.
ಸಮೀರ್
Present, sir.
ಸಂತೋಷ್
Present, sir.
ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ
Present, sir.
ಶರಣ್ absent. ಶರಣ್ ಶಶಾಂಕ್ absent. ಶೀತಲ್ absent. ಶಿವಾನಿ
Present, sir.
ಸೌಮ್ಯಶ್ರೀ
Present, sir.
ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ absent. ವಿಷ್ಣು
Present, sir.
ಸುಷ್ಮಾ
Present, sir.
ಸುಷ್ಮಿತಾ
Present, sir.
you
Present, sir.
ತೀರ್ಥ
Present, sir.
ತೃಪ್ತಿ
Present, sir.
ವರ್ಷ
Present, sir.
ವೀಣಾ
Present, sir.
ಸುಗಂಧಿನಿ
Present, sir.
right stay 48% back.
Sir, Sharan, present, sir.
ಆಗೋಯ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇನ್ನು ಅದನ್ನ ಎಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಕತ್ತೆ. ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು.
Mic work ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಡಬಲ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನೀಗ. ಚರಣ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ವ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್? ಯಾಕೆ ಎರಡೆರಡು ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯಾ?
Sir, Sharan, Sharan.
ಶರಣ್ಣ ಹೂನು ಶರಣ್.
Yes, sir.
ಹಾ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇವ್. ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Shashank, sir.
ಹೋಯ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನೀನ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ.
Okay.
Sir, Sheetal present, sir.
ಶೀತಲ್ ನೀನು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಾ?
Sir, network issue ಇತ್ತು, sir.
ಇದೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಕಣಮ್ಮ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ನಾವು ಉತ್ತರ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಶಶಾಂಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ? ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ. ರೈಟ್ ಸೇವ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಲಾಗೌಟ್. Stop sharing. Stop recording. Yeah, I will send that activity code and all.